The chapter is squares and square roots for standard 8. So this is the first part of this chapter. It's a new concept, squares and square roots. Squares, you are all aware. So a number is multiplied by itself. The product so obtained is called the square of that number. So if you multiply a number with the same number, so we say you multiply that is square. 3 into 3 is 3 squared and you get 9. So 9 is the square of 3. Similarly, a rational number 4 by 5, if you are multiplying with the same number rational number 4 by 5, you get 4 by 5 the whole squared. So it is 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is 25. So 16 by 25 is the square of 4 by 5. So this is a concept which you have already learned. Now we are going to learn a new definition, a perfect square. So a perfect square, a natural number is called a perfect square if it is the square of some natural number. So for example, if you see 1 squared is 1, here 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. Similarly, all the natural numbers, if you square it, you will get a number. So those numbers are called perfect square. So here 5 squared is 25, 11 squared is 121, here 20 squared is 400, 25 squared is 625 and so on. So these numbers 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 121, 400, 625 etc. Any natural number you take and square it, the number what you get is called a perfect square. So in a perfect square, its prime factors can be expressed in pairs of equal factors. So 64, if you do the prime factorization, this you already know how to do it. So you are dividing it by 2, 2, 4 and 4. So you can write 64 as 2 squared into 4 can be written as 2 squared, again 4 as 2 squared. So it will become 2 into 2 into 2 the whole squared. This you have learned in laws of exponents. When the powers are same, you can multiply the bases and then put the common power. So this will become 8 squared. So 64 is equal to 8 squared. So 64, so you are able to write it as a pair of equal factors. Now you are written 64 as 8 squared. So 64 is a perfect square. Now consider this number 1245. If you factorize it, you will get 5, 3, 83. So you can write this as 3 into 5 into 83. So 3 does not have a pair. You cannot write it, you don't have 3 squared, you have only 3. Similarly, you have only 5. And 83 also you have only 83. So this is not a perfect square. Now we will consider another number 676. Again factorizing, you can write this as 2 squared into 13 squared, which can be again written as 2 into 13 the whole squared. So equal to 26 squared. So 676. So you are able to write it as 676 as 26 squared. So it is 676 is a perfect square. Hope you have understood what is squares. So I will meet you again with the properties of squares, properties of perfect squares in my next video. Bye for now.